I do not own or possess any Squishmallows, and anything that you say otherwise, I will use as libel against you.
Okay, forget I mentioned it, man. I'm not accusing.
Let that
Okay.
be known.
Okay.
You're accusing
Fine.
me of owning Squishmallows.
On the record, I would never do such a thing.
If you call this the Squishmallow episode, I'm gonna be mad.
Ooh. You know, there's a thing called a trash can, my friend.
There's a thing called a trash can? Yeah, I know. And believe me, I think about that trash can every day.
That's where people who own Squishmallows belong.
And that's where Squishmallows belong too, in a trash can. That's something that actually, like, a lot of people talk about, is like stuffed animals, like, contain like a lot of germs, especially like when people like sleep with them and stuff. And they're like, you should literally like throw your stuffed animals away because they're like germ nests. So I would say you're accurate. Your assumption is accurate in that.
Are people really getting sick from like stuffed animals though? I feel like that's like a germaphobe.
If you are, I mean, germaphobe maybe, but if you are sleeping with a stuffed animal, especially if you're a kid and you're sick and you're coughing all over it and wiping your nose and boogers on it, then yeah, it could probably get you sick again.
Kids do be reckless, and they do be the main owners of plushies.
Yes. Kids probably should be the only owners of plushies, in my opinion.
At least in an ideal world.
Nor there. In an ideal utopian society, you would not be able to possess stuffed animals unless you are a child.
Are you throwing shade on my souvenir from my one true love right now?
Oh, you have. What is that? Okay, a teddy bear is different. You can have a teddy bear. Teddy bear is the one exception.
What about a fox?
You can get like
because I also have one of those.
See, now you're going in. No, if I allow the fox, I have to allow everything. Teddy bear only, because a teddy bear you can get with like a bouquet of roses, and that's like, it's just cute. You put it in there. You're probably not cuddling with it. I mean, you could cuddle with it if you wanted to.
If it was like a little bit, yeah. Well, you could use that as a little pillow or something.
If we just let everything go,
this one's decorative,
and I feel like we are letting everything go in society. It's just somebody is going to have just a house full of just stuffed animals, and they're going to be in their own little stuffed animal world. And I have other thoughts on stuffed animals, too. You want to hear my thoughts on stuffed animals?
It sounds like you've thought about stuffed animals quite a lot. Their general cleanliness, their cultural...
Say quite a lot. I would just say I've reflected on them at times, and I've formed opinions on them.
I think...
So, another thing...
If you're grown up and you're a guy, maybe limit your plushie consumption.
I don't think the gender applies in this thing. I just think if you're grown up, you probably shouldn't have stuffed animals. But here's my thing, okay? Are you ready? You ready to get your mind blown?
I mean...
Don't look at me like that.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm about to drop I'm gonna drop a truth nuke on you.
Okay. Hey, did you know that, like, football is, like, a sublimation of, like, the man's, like, need for, like, the wartime? And they see that because in modern time we don't have war. My name, Dunn Kruger.
I mean, we could talk about sports, too, and their implications on society, but I'm not going to get into that right now.
Same level. Whatever's about to come out of your mouth.
So, think about...
All I know is that certain people deserve plushies. Go ahead.
Yes. Children and babies deserve plushies.
Okay.
Children should be given gifts and presents.
Okay.
But anyways, we're getting off topic here. I want to stay on the topic that I'm on. Okay, so...
Which sounds like it's going to be a tangent.
It's not going to be a tangent. It's a short thing I'm going to tell you. We could talk about it. Okay.
I really think that the question of grown women owning plushies needs to be litigated. And if you're trying to, like
I am not
obfuscate from that...
Specifically grown women owning plushies. That is not the topic I'm talking about.
Well, it's something that I take offense over.
You can take offense to anything that I say, and you oftentimes do.
I'm just saying, if you're trying to move on to a new topic,
Which I am.
I can't abide.
You can't abide, or you won't abide.
I cannot.
You
Are you
cannot, or
wearing?
you will
Are you
not.
wearing translucent nail polish?
Am I wearing translucent nail polish? No, these are my nails.
Okay, you have like shiny nails, bro.
Do I have shiny nails?
I don't know.
Do
You just have
okay.
like distinct
I'm gonna talk
hands.
about-
You wear
I'm gonna
rings
talk
too.
about him.
Go ahead.
have
Do your
big
tangent. I think
Let me say what I'm
women
gonna
should
say.
have plushies. Period. But go ahead.
So spiritually, if you will let me talk about this. So spiritually, I think, or I have thought at times, I don't know if I still think this, but spiritually, like anything with a face can have like a soul and like spiritual properties. So when you have a stuffed animal or when you have a doll, and this especially happens with dolls, you know how dolls can be haunted?
Yeah.
So I think that when you have a stuffed animal or you have a doll or whatever, it like kind of gets into the energy of the home that you're in or the room that you're in or whatever. And I've also thought that when you sleep, the stuffed animals and the dolls, they come to life. So when you have stuffed animals or dolls in your house, and this is good for children, because children, if they want to be, you know, having dolls, playing around and doing, you know, stuff in their room, they're magical creatures already. But adults, you can get in some fucked up shit when you have dolls and stuffed animals wreaking havoc in your life.
What?
Think about Child's Play. Think about
I don't. Oh my
Annabelle.
god! What you just said did not make any. So, dolls come alive when you fall asleep, and that's okay for children, but bad for adults.
Yes.
How does that make any sense? Why would you want a preternatural fucking puppet walking around a child?
I mean, that's all that kids are into. They watch Disney movies about preternatural puppets.
You sound like a guy. You sound like a dark-sided, like Joker-fied, like Skinamarink fan right now. Do you know Skinamarink?
I don't know Skinamarink. No.
It's like this, like it's almost like the apex of weird minimalist, like creepypasta fodder. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It is a film that was
I don't like
released.
it, but it makes sense.
I mean, Petscop is creepypasta fodder, and that's like my favorite thing in the entire world. So I'm not even putting shade on Reddit creepypasta, but like, yeah, it's a movie that was released in theaters
Mm-hmm.
that has like almost no dialogue in it. It actually doesn't have faces, but then this is one of those things I have to mention. Well, no, I can talk about Jimmy Downey, friend of the show. Do you know the telephone? The iconic children's telephone thing?
Yes, I'm trying. Yes,
So
I do.
that is featured in Skinamarink, I believe, and I believe that the Jimmy Downey thing might be even like a reference to that. It's one of those things like the Backrooms, where it's like it's becoming like an HBO show now, and it was a YouTube series before that. But before that, it was just like a block of text and on Reddit in like the 2010s sometime. And so
I guess we could save our talk about Reddit for a later time. But one thing is,
I
know
do
that when you
like
sit like this, it's actually considered very offensive
okay.
because it's like you're like closing yourself off.
Well, I told you I was offended by the plushie thing.
Listen to me, don't talk. So yeah, when you do that, I'm kind of offended, honestly.
It's where
It's
how I'm comfortable right now. I have a back. I do heavy lifting for a living, man.
For low living.
For a living.
For a living, okay.
My shoulder hurts.
Let's
I'm not
move
just
on.
gonna.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. Just be relaxed.
Sorry, my
man.
body
This is
language
not-
offended you. I'm fucking autistic.
Your
Okay.
body language very offended me. I'm reading your physiognom.
Well, I have multiple mental
pronounce that word?
illnesses, including autism spectrum disorder, and this has all been concluded by a doctor who I saw in a sober state of mind for a number of years. True story.
Well, your first mistake was being
As we all
doctors.
do. As we all do. Don't you love that? Don't you love that?
Love
Getting loaded up on like weed and benzos and then going to a psychologist for 2 weeks and the psychologist telling you exactly what's wrong with you in the span of those 2 weeks, and then you just go with that for the rest of your life. You're like, yeah, a doctor told me once after I met with him for 90 minutes one time that I have yada yada yada. So
I want to move on from this topic entirely, but did I ever show you how my vape has Bitcoins on it?
for a lot of people, it's major depression. Bitcoins? Hell yeah. That's so Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Hillary Clinton, Biden coded.
Are you plugging your coin on this podcast?
Hillary Clinton, Biden, Obama coin, yeah.
Yeah, so I randomly bought this vape, and I didn't know that it has Bitcoins on it, but it's called a Bit Vape. And then when I puffed it the first time, I was like, damn, this has Bitcoins all over it.
That's so stupid.
Stupid? Maybe.
There's a
Magical?
lot of stupid stuff coming from this
I
side
don't know.
of the stream lately.
I've been making a lot of money ever since I've had this Bitcoin vape. Just gonna say.
Okay.
Manifestation.
It's from one of those head shops that like advertises that they accept Bitcoin as a payment for like Kratom, right?
I don't think the vape shop that I go to accepts Bitcoin as payment, but they have a Bitcoin like terminal at there. And one time when I was going in there was this old lady that was talking to this scammer on her phone that was telling her to send him Bitcoin. And the dudes working at the smoke shop were trying to prevent her from doing this, and she would not listen. And I think eventually the scammer probably got some Bitcoin from it. That could be your hustle. You could scam older people and get their cryptocurrencies if you really wanted to, since you're so into cryptocurrency now. You're doing the thing again, man. I'm very offended.
You just said I'm so into cryptocurrency. What am I supposed to do?
No, you're crypto obsessed.
Okay.
Is the first thing you do when you wake up look at your crypto wallet? Because if so, you're probably obsessed.
No. Absolutely not.
What is the first thing you look at when you open your eyes and go on your phone? Because I know you go on your phone the first thing you wake up. I do too. Everybody probably does that.
It's usually the DMs with my girlfriend.
Okay.
And then Twitter. Immediately after.
And at some point you probably go on your crypto wallet, don't you?
No, I've checked it like 2 times this week.
Only 2 times?
Yeah, and I should have been watching it more closely, which is the problem. That's what a lot of people. That's how a lot of people lose money in crypto. Is that they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy this investment, and then they think it's going to be like Starbucks or Boeing or whatever. I'm listing like local companies over here, but it's the shit that is in people's 401ks that like gradually gains money over the course of like 10 years because it's a like multinational business that's being run by thousands of people.
I don't think Starbucks gradually gains money over 10 years. I think it goes up and down like any stock does. Probably
No,
like
but
a 401k.
I'm just saying like shit coins are so volatile that they don't even compare to stocks.
They're both volatile.
No, but like
cryptocurrency is probably more volatile because
if you were building a retirement account in the 90s, at least this is what I know. If you were building a retirement account in the 90s and 2000s and you lived in the Puget Sound, Washington State, Boeing, Amazon, and Starbucks, all that I can tell you about so many people that I know who have tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars off those three companies alone trading.
Tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Just from pressing a button that was already like, their company offered them an IRA and they filled out a form that was like, you just fill out a form and then 10 years later you get $30,000.
You just fill out a form, man. You're doing the thing again, though.
I'm telling you, it's how my shoulders are. It's how my shoulders are comfortable. You could also stand
if you want arms akimbo. Do you know what arms akimbo is?
Is that outwards?
That's, I think, when you put your hands on your hips. No, it's when you put your hands on your hips at like an angle. You can't see it because this is like this, but just like arms akimbo.
I thought akimbo meant like open.
Yeah, it's open, bro. Your arms are like crossed like this. Not crossed, but it's like a triangle.
Well, couldn't you stick your arms straight out and be akimbo?
Well, if you stick your arms straight out, you look like a freak.
It's like half T-pose.
Naruto running down the street or something.
No, this is what I need to do, though, is to like stretch my, maybe.
You do windmills.
We joke about exercise and gyms, but the type of exercise that I need is gym exercise. Lifting, fucking muscle mass, all that shit.
Lifting muscle mass?
Doing lifting and gaining muscle mass in my shoulders and neck and arms and hips.
I mean, I hope you never think that I don't believe in the positive benefits of fitness, because I don't. But
you don't not?
I just think that...
Is that a double negative?
Maybe.
You're saying you do believe in the positive benefits of fitness?
I do believe in the positive benefits of fitness, yes. It's good for you.
Okay, that would be insane otherwise.
Well, clearly. But I have other thoughts.
What are your thoughts on combat sports training?
Combat sports training?
As a form of physical fitness.
Probably good. Like karate?
I wouldn't do karate. Actually, karate would be really fun.
Yeah.
If you get in the right mindset.
That's something else that you usually do as a child and not a grown adult.
I've done, well, not true if you're talking about stuff like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, kickboxing. Kickboxing is the one that I'm probably going to pursue if I ever do it, because it's
do it, man.
It's just it's just calisthenics and shit, you know?
You ever think about how exercise and exorcise is the same thing?
Have you ever thought about how ignorant and ignorant?
See, when you do this, that's kind of offensive too. When you go like, well...
You know, you can be offended by my body language. That's fine with me.
I can and will be.
And you can verbalize this offense as much as you want.
I will continue to verbalize it.
Is this better? Is this like a more respectful way to stand?
No, it just looks like you're slouching now. That's bad posture.
I'm telling you, I'm in physical pain.
I understand that you're in physical pain.
Because I work as a steel miller.
And spiritual pain. But think about this, though. Exercise and exorcise. You get the demons out of your body by both getting exorcisms and going and exercising.
Wow.
I know.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. The more you know. The power of words. I think they call that... there's a word for it. And the word is lost on me. For some reason, when the camera starts rolling...
Double entendre?
Double entendre.
Is that the word you're looking for?
No, it's like the study of words.
Etymology.
Etymology, yes.
I love etymology.
Etymology is good.
Yeah, this one time I went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I think if you're to go with the theory that like paganism kind of slowly morphed into, I don't know, Judaism and then like Catholicism or whatever.
Judaism.
Well, I mean, basically, if you go with the theory that paganism had an influence on like the Bible,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. Losing my train of thought. Okay, so I
Remember
went.
when you said that Christianity was made by like people taking psychedelic mushrooms?
Oh, that's a theory I think that I heard from Duncan Trussell. But no, here's the etymology rabbit hole that I went down is Maria is
Maria.
Mar is
Mar.
water and sea is M,
M.
which is three M's on top of each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What? Like a crown?
3 squiggles in a line.
3 squiggles. Like Charlie Brown's t-shirt.
What symbol is that?
3 M's on top of each other?
Yeah.
I
Maria.
don't know. Enlighten me.
Aquarius.
Oh.
Poseidon is Maria. Poseidon is the sea, is Maria, is Jesus' mother, is Jesus, who is the fish.
Jesus is the fish.
Mm-hmm.
The Ishtis, or whatever they call it. We can talk about Jesus all day long.
I think a lot of people could stand to do that. But yeah, I think...
And do what? Talk about Jesus?
All day long. But yeah, the pagan stuff is where it's at. That's where you get down into the real primordial.
What do
and
you
it's
think
kind. You could say that it's at odds with
like,
organized religion.
Said that paganism is where it's at. What do you think he's going to say to you?
God?
Yeah.
And Jesus?
The big man in the sky.
I just think there's a synthesis.
Because you got on my case. You were like, should we talk about this or should we not talk about this?
If it's true, I mean...
I think it would be fun to talk about.
Maybe I need to put more of my intellect into this and really examine whether or not the Aquarian symbol etymologically morphed itself into the concept of the Mother Mary. But if that is true, then I'm sorry, but there is a synthesis between paganism and Christianity.
Well, some would say that all truths are also lies, and that they are half-truths. So there could be some relevance to them, and there could be some irrelevance to them.
All truths are also lies. I think that sounds like something that someone who wanted you to believe in a bunch of lies would say.
Or someone that, I don't know. But that was something that I read in the Kybalion when I was reading the Kybalion, which I still need to finish. It's enlightening stuff. And it said that all truths are half Kybalion.
What is that?
It's like the studies and teachings of Hermes Trismegistus.
The fuck? It's like some Zoroaster guy?
No, Zoroastrianism is a whole other thing. But no, Hermetic philosophies.
I've heard the term Hermetic. What era was this guy from?
I want to say Greek. Probably the Greek time period of Greece still exists, but not in the same.
Hermet? What is her? It's not Hermes and it's not Hermit. It's Hermet.
It's Hermes. I don't think that's how you pronounce the name of Hermes. I think it's just Hermes.
Well, it's the root of hermetic or whatever.
Yes, it is the root of hermetic.
Hermes?
Maybe it is just pronounced Hermes. Maybe that's how it's always been pronounced.
Is he a playwright or something? Everyone in Greece who was famous was like a playwright, right? Or a mathematician.
Was Hermes a playwright? I think he was a god, dude.
What? What?
According to they had lots of gods in the Greek. They had Zeus and Poseidon and.
What? How did we get on this? Why are we talking about Hermetic philosophy? I'll look it up.
Because I wanted you to think about Hermetic philosophy is why.
Is this like Stoicism?
That's a different thing. But it's all the same thing.
Oh, so the Kybalion is actually a book by a fellow named William Walker Atkinson.
Or so they say. The book that I have says it's by the 3 initiates.
It is attributed to teachings, or it's a tradition rooted in teachings attributed to Hermes Trismegistus. That's what you said, right? Yep. Thoth.
Mm-hmm. Thoth is Mercury, which is Hermes, and it's all, like I said, it's all the same thing.
The system encompasses a wide range of esoteric knowledge, astrology, theurgy, Hermetica. Okay, so there is an actual historical document called the Hermetica, which is the collected writings attributed to Hermes. So this is some like zeitgeist shit.
Some zeitgeist shit?
Yeah. But okay, so the Hermetica were produced over the period of 300 BCE and 1200 CE. So it took 15 years to exhume this one guy's writings. That sounds fishy to me.
Sounds fishy to you?
Yeah. Like, was he real? Have you ever heard the theory of Baconianism, or the William Shakespeare being like not a real person?
I think I've heard of it, yes.
This reminds me of that a little bit. I think there's a theory that Francis Bacon was the person who wrote some of Shakespeare's plays.
Let's pause for a moment.
Okay. I will just note the time.
Cigarettes while things. But yeah, so Hermeticism. So the main things that I got from it when I was reading the Kybalion is that there's supposed to be something called the All, which like encompasses everything, like heaven, earth, and there's also like different realms of like heaven and earth and like animal kingdoms and human kingdoms and stuff like that. And then like it's also how like everything is the same thing. It's like love and hate are the same thing. And there's no point in the line that like love becomes hate and hate becomes love. It's just like measures of the same train of thought. And the same thing applies to like hot and cold and like temperature. Like there's no point where it becomes hot and it becomes cold. It's just like measures of the same thing. So that's something to dwell upon.
This also has the vibe of like Sophie's World and like beginner level philosophy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's many things that could be taken. It probably all comes from this.
Because these are ideas from ancient Greece, right?
I think so.
So like they're esoteric. It's like I remember reading something from like a Princeton course that I found online when I was like in high school or college. No, it must have been in high school. I was like younger. I was like a teenager. It was about like existence and the concept of like, it was just like these very heady basic principles in philosophy that had been like etched out by like famous names from times past, which is what like the Sophie's World, it's like intro to philosophy for and it blew my mind or whatever, because I was like, wow, I never knew you could think about existence like that.
Yeah, a lot of these things will blow your mind when they read them. I remember when I read the Upanishads, I felt like my mind was being blown when it was talking about the Atman inside you and stuff.
You don't know Duncan Trussell at all? No free advertisement, but yo, that guy can have all my money if he wants to. I don't even care.
I only know the names that you drop because you drop the names. I don't know them.
Have you heard
aside
of
from that.
Midnight Gospel? It's a cartoon he did on Netflix.
No.
Oh man,
Is it a
It
Netflix
rocks.
original?
it is actually audio clips from his podcast that are animated in like an incredible, like R. Crummian almost style.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think you would dig him. He's
Yeah,
really into Tibetan Buddhism, and that's kind of his like religion. But he talks about
Yeah.
Jesus dropping mushrooms. He probably knows about like all this occult hermeticism type shit. And
Yeah, bro. I would think that all these like big brain types would know all this stuff. I know.
well, but
the
he's like
majority-
specifically into like occult spiritual shit. He had Dr. Drew on the first episode of Midnight Gospel, which is like probably like the 100th episode of his podcast or something.
Yeah.
I saw him
think
live.
we'll-
He's one of the most recent like stand-up comedy acts that I saw live. Show was totally
yeah.
ruined by this weird cokehead girl that was right in front of me.
Usually stuff gets ruined by people on coke. Oh yeah, another podcast that I have listened to is Kevin Smith's podcast. I like those. Have you listened to those at all? The Smodcast. What's so funny about that? You know what? Fuck you.
Kevin Smith is just not a party animal.
Kevin Smith is not a party animal. I don't think Kevin Smith tries to be a party animal.
The shit, I hate this stuff. To quote Brad Neely in the Professor Brothers, I hate the
Dropping
stuff
another
you like.
name here.
Okay, so I'm the pretentious one. You know, word on the street is we're
Yes,
both
you
a little
are.
bit pretentious.
Word on the street. Who's talking?
I'm sorry, I grew up with like Adult Swim. It's my wheelhouse. Brad Neely's an animator as well.
We all grew up with Adult Swim. We're like the same age. You're a
I
little
like
bit older.
cartoons for adults. I'm like a Disney. I am the thing that I hate,
You are a Disney adult.
unfortunately.
I don't know. Today I was thinking that I would really like to be at Disneyland.
What's your favorite Disney movie? Do we want to talk
Disney
about
movie?
current events in the next
We can talk about in a
half
little
hour
bit.
or so?
Yeah.
20
So
minutes?
favorite Disney movie, I would say, would probably be Pinocchio. I like Pinocchio.
Holy shit, that's like cheating. That's like saying Fantasia is your
cheating?
favorite. Because
Yeah,
it's a
I think Fantasia
masterpiece. It's insane.
Well, yeah. So, am I supposed to be like the dude that's like, you know what? My favorite Disney movie is actually like
Oh,
Merry Melodies or something.
Merry Melodies.
Merry Melodies.
Is that a movie?
Pretty sure it is.
I thought it was like a television series.
That's like old school Disney. They've been doing stuff for a while.
Ooh, wasn't it Warner
I think it's
Brothers
called
though?
Merry Melodies. No, I think Merry Melodies is Disney.
You sure?
Look it up, computer man.
Phone man. They call me
Phone Man.
They call me Phone Man. Have you ever heard of a
Phone
movie called
computer.
Doll Man?
No.
It's by the guy who also, oh man, he has a lot of weird. I think he did. It was either Jean-Claude Van Damme was in one of his movies. Cyborg.
Yeah.
I was on Letterboxd for a minute last night. What am I looking up?
Merry Melodies.
We should do a bet. I want to say it's Warner Brothers.
I'm not a betting man.
It's Warner Bros.
Merry Melodies is Warner Brothers?
hmm It was distributed by Warner. I think it was in theaters actually, right?
Maybe. Who was in that? Like Porky Pig and stuff?
Yeah. Bugs
There
Bunny.
was one. Bugs Bunny.
With as the maestro? Yeah. Classic.
Yeah. No, there was a I want to say it was something with like those words or something, because they kind of went off each other. That was like the big people doing cartoons back then. It was like Warner Brothers, Disney. I want to say that was probably it. But there was like what's the one where it's like the little?
Was
like,
there a
flower
Disney
nymph
equivalent to
going
Warner
around?
Brothers' Merry Melodies? We'll get to the Silly Symphonies.
Silly Symphonies is what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, Silly Symphonies. So if I was a real like, just like, you want to know what my favorite Disney movie is? It's Silly Symphonies. But yeah, Silly Symphonies is good, and I guess one could say that it's more.
You can't really say it's a television program, but it is.
It's a film.
Well, it's a series of short films that were distributed to theaters. So technically, it's film.
When did Silly Symphonies come out?
Way before TVs, obviously.
That's what I was going to say. There was no TV back then, bro.
So it's not really a TV series, and it's not really a film.
I didn't say it was a TV series. I said it was a film.
But it's not really a film either.
It's not really a film.
It's a predecessor to what would become like internet TV is basically TV now.
Actually, it's a predecessor to what films are. We're getting off topic here. Pinocchio
is a classic. Pinocchio, it's from like the 30s or 40s, right?
Pretty sure.
I watched it like a year or two ago.
Look up when Pinocchio was made. I want to say 43.
Is that before World War II? Am I stupid?
No, World War II is like 30s.
What?
Pinocchio.
1940.
1940. Okay, I was a couple years off, but I was close. But yeah, Pinocchio. I like Pinocchio. It's like puppets coming to life. It's like the Geppetto character is very interesting to me. Jiminy Cricket.
It was released during World War II. 39 to 45. Yeah.
Yeah, like it went for a while.
What caused World War II to start?
What caused World War II? If you want to talk about World War II, we can talk about that too. But yeah, it's just like I said, Geppetto, Jiminy Cricket, Pinocchio. I also like the Honest John character.
Oh, you should watch too. AI again if you like it. Oh, you know what? This is very, very on topic. Did you see the Wizard of Oz at the Globe Theater thing?
You mean the Sphere?
The Sphere Theater, yeah.
No. Do you know how much tickets that are?
You didn't see any of this Wizard of Oz shit?
In Las Vegas?
It's really big on Twitter right now. Maybe I'm just really plugged into film Twitter because I'm obsessed with all those posts.
Do you know how expensive it is to go to the Sphere in Las Vegas? Tickets for that stuff is like $175.
Okay, but they probably put like 3 whole iMac G3s on the AI upscaling that they did of Alice in Wonderland.
I'm sure that if I went to this right now, it would blow my mind and I would be a changed man forever.
Wait, did I say Alice in Wonderland? Wizard of Oz. Why would I get them confused? I wish that Alice in Wonderland, that would be a funny Mandela effect thing, where we lived in a universe where a great film adaptation of Alice in Wonderland exists in the place of Wizard of Oz.
What do you think about the Sinbad Genie movie?
I haven't seen that since back in the day.
It doesn't exist, bro. You never saw it at all.
Oh, Shaq.
Sinbad Genie movie?
Okay.
You saw the Shaq Genie movie.
See, that's such like boilerplate internet shit, Mandela effects, but they're real in the sense that you can it's like a new word that was added to our language. It's just like a thing to describe like how you memory hole certain stuff, and you can have your own personal Mandela effects, you know.
What they say about the Sinbad Genie thing is that there was like a picture or something of Sinbad like wearing a genie suit that was part of something.
Mm-hmm.
So like we connect, just because your memories from childhood are like all fucked up, you can kind of like, if you saw that, you might have thought that there is a Sinbad Genie movie in your childish, wondrous mind where the stuffed animals are coming to life and putting ideas in your head. So back to Pinocchio though. Yeah, I'd say that's my favorite. I like watching that one. Another good one is Peter Pan. Peter Pan's really good.
All those old ones are like, especially Fantasia, especially Pinocchio. A lot of the princess ones I haven't watched. Maybe even ever.
At all?
Maybe even ever.
That's crazy, man. I remember when I was a kid,
that
was like what I mostly watched. We'd have like the videotapes of them. So it'd be like Snow White, Pinocchio, Peter Pan.
Cinderella, I know I've seen.
Cinderella is good too. Yeah. No, they're all good. That stuff that like children in like the year 3000 will still watch, and they'll still be like, "Oh yeah, this is dope."
But
Italian brain rot doesn't take over the world.
I was gonna say The Wizard of Oz was like David Lynch's favorite film.
Mm-hmm. No, Wizard of Oz is really good. That's probably one of my favorite movies. They
cut 30 minutes out of it for this AI upscaling, and they added like 300%. Like they took shots that were like this and went like around them like that, and like took out all of the background blur and replaced it with perfectly in frame like clouds that weren't even there before.
Yeah.
It's a monstrosity of epic proportions. And if Lynch was alive today, he would be like, he would be screaming about it on Twitter or on YouTube or wherever.
Too bad that Lynch is not around to see that. Just like it's too bad that Ozzy's not around either to get a Chipotle burrito, because that was his favorite thing. Rest in peace to the Oz man.
All right.
Did you see the thing where Sharon and I think the daughter, which I forget her name, they're like at the funeral for Ozzy Osbourne and they're like flashing peace signs, but some like goober on Twitter was like, they're actually doing the sign for Baal, which is like this, because they're apparently Satan worshippers.
Wow. I was gonna say my favorite Disney movie, The Emperor's New Groove. Emperor's New Groove.
Your favorite Disney movie is The Emperor's New Groove?
Yeah, I've seen it like a million times. Pretty great performance by everyone involved.
I probably saw that once. That's the one with Kudzu, right?
Cusco.
Okay.
Kudzu?
Yeah, no. Kudzu. Yeah, that one's decent. I want to say I watched it once and never watched it again. Just like a lot of like the newer Disney movies that came out.
Like Hercules. I think I saw that once.
Hercules is eh. But
the scene where he goes to Hades is pretty awesome. Cartoon nerd shit is so corny to me. Watching a certain someone from the Fish Tank universe nerd out about cartoons constantly on Twitter has caused me to realize that like this is crazy. Is this what I'm like?
Who from the Fish Tank community goes on topics about cartoons?
Arye. He's like he knows SpongeBob animators by name. He knows shows that I've never heard of.
I don't really have any predisposed notions about him, so.
But then he was like confused. He does like reply guying a lot, and so I follow him, so I see it pop up. So he was confused about liberals not having libertarian values because he thought they were the same thing.
Liberals not having libertarian values. Do you remember when libertarianism was very popular?
Yeah, I think it's still pretty popular.
It once was. Yeah, I remember that was the thing for like young Republicans. They were like, "I'm the libertarian."
How do you square? Well, I guess we've moved past the point where libertarianism. There's like, I don't know.
Moved past the purpose of it.
I feel like there's like a cultural like touchstone moment for like stuff like that, like anarchism. And then it got to the point where people sort of just started to recognize a lot of anarchist politics as this quote unquote apotheosis of liberalism.
So just because you keep this a huge secret, who did you vote for in 2024?
For real?
Yeah, because you never told me.
There's only like 2 people who know, and one of them is the person I voted for.
You voted for... Who did you vote for? You wrote in a name?
I think you know.
You voted for Sam Hyde?
What? Nah.
Then who did you vote for?
I don't think he'll ever officially run. That'd be crazy if he ran.
I mean, you could write my name in there if you wanted to. Who did you vote for?
You can write anyone's name.
You can. It's a waste of a vote, but you can.
Why is the past couple days people have really been scrutinizing me over who I voted in the last election?
Because you make it such a big deal. That's why. You're like,
no,
oh, yeah,
I didn't even bring it up.
Yeah, I brought it up. Who'd you vote for?
I don't have to tell you.
You have to.
I don't have to tell you. I don't have to tell anyone. I have a right to privacy. That's why they got rid of caucuses, you know?
It'd be interesting to talk about, though, if you tell me who you voted for.
I'm
going to gaslight you into telling me.
It's not worth talking about. It's the point of doing a write-in is
I thought the point of doing a write-in is to take a picture of your ballot and post it on Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not going to tell me, you're not going to tell me, but it's just going to bother me forever. Maybe not forever, but for the next 5 minutes.
A bell will ring eventually.
A bell.
I do have a photo of it. I should have posted a photo of me actually putting it, like a video of me like putting it in the box, but I didn't do that.
Who did you vote for?
In this episode, Jeremy interrogates me about who I voted for in the last presidential election. Who I voted for, just like my dad did this week.
Yeah. Well, in 2024, I voted for Kamala Harris.
It can't be worse than that. Well,
it can't be worse than that.
It could be worse than that.
What's that supposed to mean? You think Donald Trump is being a good president right now?
If I tell you who I voted for in the 2020 election, and I tell you that I'm not proud of myself, would that be enough to satisfy your curiosity?
No, it's not going to be enough to satisfy my curiosity at all. In 2020, I voted for Joe Biden. That's who ran that election,
I need to stop hitting this vape so much.
Yeah, man, knock it off.
Yeah, I voted for Biden too. And then I got to see the next 4 years of what happened. You know, I was going to say, they say to respect your elders, and then they give you elders like this. And it's just like an image of Joe Biden with his eye bleeding at a press conference, looking like a spawn of Satan.
I mean, I would say that the Biden years were better for America than the Trump years.
America, yeah. Maybe not some other places in the world.
Well, who cares about the other places in the world?
Democrats.
Really real.
People who vote for Democrats do, actually. And if you want to win elections, it might be a good idea not to disparage and devastate the global South on a regular basis. Don't you agree? Do you not agree?
I'm not intending on running for any office right now. And I guess if I did, there'd probably be a clip of me saying that I don't care what happens in other countries, and I'd probably lose the election. But
that's why I say you're not a typical Democrat.
I never said I'm a typical Democrat, man.
If everyone was like you, then yeah, Democrats would just win.
Exactly. Everybody should just...
But most people who vote Democrat are offended by the notion that you wouldn't care about, say, for example, Gaza.
Well,
Which,
I would
let's be
say
honest,
that-
I think you and me and everyone we know, cinephile reference, kind of cares about that. Feels pretty heartbroken about it on some level.
I mean, I wouldn't say that I don't care, because I do care in the coddles of my heart, but it's not just like the first thing that matters to me. I care more about what's going on here, just like people in other countries care about what's going on in their own countries.
The thing is,
You're
what's
just-
going on
you're
here
just giving
is
away.
what's going on here is directly connected to what's going on there in the form of arms deals and our tax dollars, right?
I mean, I get taxed no matter what, brother. So if it goes, I just don't see that money ever again.
Yeah, I don't know. And there's this one interesting thing is there's a theory. Apparently, some people who trade in cryptocurrency do it because they want to divest from paying taxes. Is that the right word? Divest. They don't want their money going towards military adventurism, and that's supposed to be apparently like the final end game of Bitcoin is like toppling governments, but I don't see how that happens. You can't just dodge your taxes by like getting all of, what do you like? Convenience
think you
stores don't
dodge
even
your
accept payments in Bitcoin for Kratom. You're not going to start an online business. At this point,
Well-
also, you'll get banned by some payment processors for even advertising a crypto donation link. So, like, I don't see how.
I think that if you never take your money
Practically
out
it
of
works.
the cryptocurrency, it doesn't get taxed because it's never income. So if you're just consistently having all your money in crypto, then you only get taxed when you take it out.
That doesn't
You-
apply to earnings, though.
You're not earning anything. It's all invested. Same thing with stocks, I'm pretty sure. If you just leave it in there.
That's the thing, though. You have to have people in a society earning money by doing work. Otherwise,
If
the
there's
society
one thing
doesn't
I know
function.
about people that trade cryptocurrencies, they're not earning any money. But that's a topic for another day.
No, it's just we're not going to. What is like the Tower of Babel? Apparently, is like focused on the concept of like everyone in the world being an artist or something like that.
Well, the Tower of Babel was people trying to get to heaven.
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
I guess so.
And
Yeah.
God was like, no. That's the Tower Tarot card, too.
I think the accusation in this weird it was that thing that I quote tweeted on Twitter that was like the Tower of Babel, everyone wants to be an artist or something. Every day some brain dead fuck in America gets given millions of dollars by ghouls to build the Tower of Babel. A world of infinite creators is a fantasy.
Maybe.
So I guess the idea there is that you are becoming some sort of like priest by doing art, which is like
I
you
mean, I
could
guess that's
contend with
kinda
that.
true.
Isn't that what he means by Tower of Babel? Like you're getting close to God by like fulfilling your own. I don't know. If everyone's a painter, then nobody's gonna. I don't know.
I mean, we got to have people that like clean toilets and stuff. in this
Well,
world.
it's not even just on like an arts and humanities level, but like you have to have creators and you have to have consumers for a society to function, sort
There
of
has
thing.
to be. South Park talks about this. You have to have gods and clods.
Gods and clods? Is this like Reeks and Rex from Kurt Vonnegut?
I mean, maybe, but I think it's Kyle's dad talks about, because I think Kyle has some like
Gods like
epiphany or
God?
whatever. Gods, yeah.
Okay, so
He's like,
Claude
there
is
has
a
to be people
non-god.
that, like, A clod is like just a clod, bro.
Oh, it's like is some sort of like men's rights activism philosophy bro parody thing.
No, no. He says that in the natural order of things, you have to have gods and you have to have clods. You have to have people that do like the lower things in society.
It's like
and you have to have
evolutionary
people that do the higher
biology.
things in society. I guess you could consider it to be that, yes.
Yeah. Is that what they're going
It's a
for?
thing in it's a thing in South Park, so I'm not saying it's 100% true and accurate, but it is something I have dwelled upon.
Evolutionary biology bros are a thing.
Let's talk about Robert Altman and filmmakers.
We can do that for a minute. I haven't finished it, but I started my first Robert Altman film.
Which one did you watch?
McCabe and Miss Miller.
McCabe and Miss Miller. I haven't seen that one. Is it good so far?
It's like one of his first big ones. I looked at his filmography, and all of his early shit is like weird compendiums of short films, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of his really early ones?
I haven't really seen that many Robert Altman films, if I'm being completely honest with you. I've seen most of his more popular ones. Like I said, The Long Goodbye I actually saw in the Castro Theater in San Francisco, and that one was really good. And then I also saw California Split. Those both have, what's his name? The dad from Friends in it. And then I saw The Player, which is pretty good. That's like a Hollywood, like it's a movie about Hollywood, and I like those.
That looks like kind of funny.
It's a good movie. It's not one of his best.
Is it humorous?
It's like dark comedy, I would say.
Cool.
Just like Shortcuts is the one I watched most recently, which I would highly recommend to you and anybody that's listening
That
to this.
seems like it might be his like highest rated one.
I want to say it probably is. It's in the Criterion Collection. It's I want to say it won some awards too. It's really good. That's like, so Shortcuts I kind of like put in the same vein as like Boogie Nights, where it's like when you watch the movie, it's just so immersive that like you wouldn't change a thing about it if you had the ability to change a thing about the movie. Another movie that's opposite of that is like Lost in Translation. There's a scene in the deleted scenes of Lost in Translation where the Charlotte character is talking to these robots in this little shop in Japan, and it's a really like impactful scene, and that was cut out of the movie. And if I was to make my own Lost in Translation cut, I would put that back in. But yeah, Shortcuts and Boogie Nights I wouldn't change anything about. I think they're perfect as they are. I would say Shortcuts is probably 10 out of 10. 10
Just
10.
compositionally, there's something cool going on.
It's a very good movie. It's like, so Shortcuts is like Magnolia kind of in a way, and like I've never seen Traffic, but I think Traffic is like that too, where it's just like all these different characters and like they're disconnected.
It's another one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know. Magnolia is weird because it gives you, it sets up the idea of coincidences by telling these other stories real quick, and then there are coincidences with the characters in Magnolia, but that's kind of not the theme or like the thesis of the movie. It's more the opposite of that in a way.
I think the overall theme of Magnolia is religion, and I think it touches on a lot of religious topics. I think that's the whole frog thing that you don't like is a religious theme.
Yeah. And I mean,
like,
no, obvious. I caught the reference to, there's a reference to like Exodus or Leviticus. That's like, it's one of the quiz questions that one of the kids gets. And it's like a Shakespeare is quoting Exodus or Leviticus or something.
Didn't you like the scene where the kid in the game show really had to go to the bathroom and they wouldn't let him go and he pees his pants? I thought that was a good scene.
I haven't seen There Will Be Blood as PTA too, right?
Yeah, There Will Be Blood is not like an ensemble movie though.
I know, but it's something about his movies. So, I mean, film directing is more than just like telling people what to do. It's like choosing a script, right?
Well, I would
Or getting
say
signed
that,
on to a script.
I would say that Paul Thomas Anderson, I would say.
Does he
you
write
might
his own
disagree.
movies?
He writes some of them, I think, or maybe all of them. I'm not sure. I think he does. Written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah,
But I
he
would say that
seems.
he is-
Yeah.
He's like a master filmmaker. He has completely figured out the craft of making movies.
He knows how
It
to
just
get
makes
under
me-
your skin,
Mhm.
which is not something that I don't know.
You don't like that. I like that. I love when a movie gets me
Well-
under my skin and it makes me think about things.
If it's it depends on what it's in service of. I've seen I think one of the later scenes in There Will Be Blood only, which is the bowling alley murder scene, and that's like, what
Gave away
the
whole
fuck?
fucking movie, man.
Really?
Now everybody that hasn't seen that movie, yeah, it's a spoiler, bro. Spoiler alert.
Hey,
That's the preacher character, right? The Paul Dano. He just bashes him with the bowling pin. Kills him.
I wouldn't want someone to spoil the work of a director that I loved.
Well, I don't know. I remember.
What other PTA movies have I seen? I've seen Boogie Nights.
Mhm.
What's the other one that is
There's like
The
eight or nine
Master?
of them. The Master, yeah. Have you seen Punch Drunk Love? I watched that one recently. That one's really good. Punch Drunk Love is good. The first one he did was Hard 8. Hard 8 is good. That's like a film noir kind of movie.
Haven't
Hard
seen
8, Boogie
Inherent
Nights,
Vice.
Magnolia, Inherent Vice.
I've only seen Boogie Nights and Magnolia, and that's about it. One Battle After Another and The Master, and Punch Drunk Love. One Battle After Another seems like it's good.
Did you see Licorice Pizza? That one's
No.
good. I like that one a lot. That one's
God,
good.
heavens
Watch it.
no.
Why heavens no? What's wrong with that?
Cigarettes
That's
and
what I would
coffee,
recommend.
not coffee and cigarettes?
Cigarettes and Coffee is Jim Jarmusch.
Whoa, Joanna Newsom. What the hell?
What the helly?
Why did Joanna Newsom come up under this? Oh, did he do a Joanna Newsom music video?
He does music videos too. He does all the music videos for Haim,
That's
and
cool.
he also does other music videos too. Yeah, he's a really cool dude. I would love to meet. He apparently. I'm not supposed to talk about this. I can't talk about this. Okay. Yeah. Moving on from that. I'll tell you later though, or I won't tell you later. But yeah. Licorice Pizza is really good. There was one that I didn't like as much, but I still enjoyed. That was the other more recent one that he did. That was called like what's another recent one that came out of his?
Inherent Vice, Licorice Pizza.
Not those. It's the one with like a seamster guy that makes like dresses. It was the one that came out in like 2014 or something. I got it from a red box. It's the something.
The something? Not Phantom Thread.
No, it is Phantom Thread. Sorry. Yeah, Phantom Thread. That one's, like I said, decent. Not one of my favorites. But that's another one. That has I think that has Daniel Day-Lewis in it, doesn't it?
I believe so. Looks like it.
Yeah. DDL. Not DDLG, though.
Wow. Incredible.
Wow. Incredible. It's all the same thing.
So yeah, McCabe and Miss Arthur. What is it? McCabe, Miss.
Not me. I don't know.
Well, I'm halfway through it. It's got a soundtrack by Leonard Cohen, which is interesting. I was gonna say,
That's cool.
listening to this, the Leonard Cohen songs sound like Simon and Garfunkel, though. I don't know if it was like a particular period in his career, but I've always known his folk songs to be a lot more esoteric and moody and unique. This straight up sounded like
poetry.
What's the movie that they did do the soundtrack to?
Who?
Simon and Garfunkel. Harold and Maude or The Graduate?
The Graduate.
Right. Feels like you're watching The Graduate,
very...
only it's like an awesome, gritty Western vibe.
Have you seen The Graduate?
No. Yeah, I've seen Harold and Maude. What's it about?
The Graduate is about it is.
And why does it make me think of Harold and Maude? Why do I get confused? Same actor?
It's the opposite. No, Harold and Maude is a younger man with an older woman.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the same thing. It's the same exact concept as The Graduate. So yeah. So the character in The Graduate is It's like a famous actor. It's completely escaping me right now. Who's the star of The Graduate?
Oh my goodness. I have my trusty internet browser right here.
I wish that I knew. I should know this. Once you say it, I'm going to feel so stupid.
It's from 1967.
Yep.
Dustin Hoffman.
And then don't summarize it. Dustin Hoffman. Okay, so it's Dustin Hoffman. He basically is dating or pursuing this girl in the movie. And the mother of the girl starts like gaslighting him, basically, and telling him to stay away from the girl because she wants him all for herself. And it's like this whole weird, like, I guess it's the opposite of DDLG. It's DMLB, where it's just like an older woman trying to seduce a younger man.
No, that's crazy.
LB?
Not particularly.
You've never thought about being seduced by an older woman?
Again.
I think everybody at some point in their life thinks about being seduced by an older woman.
You're really not beating any of the accusations here.
What accusations?
I don't know why I have to laugh like a maniac, but
you get the maniacal laughter.
Oh my god, man.
Let's talk about the new Tyler the Creator. I want you to listen to Stop Playing With Me. That's my favorite off the album. Play like 15 seconds of it.
I heard some of that already.
We'll play it again. Sam.
What?
One time we should talk about the movies or the films of Woody Allen.
No.
Because that's a good Woody Allen film. No.
Absolutely not.
Why not? Iconic filmmaker, one of the best, questionable, I guess is what you could call it, ethics. But I don't think he did any, well, I guess the rape stuff aside, which is never proven.
Okay, so for the listeners.
Here we go.
Hold up.
You can just play the beginning of it. The beginning is probably the best part.
Stop playing with me. It has, I don't know, has a little bit of like a punk rock vibe.
Yeah,
it's a little bit Denzel Curry, it's a little bit Playboy Cardi, but it's like, it's hard. I don't know. I just don't fuck with like rap like I used to, where there's like a guy like on the mic going just rhythmically. He's like, I'm the best guy. I'm the rhythmic best guy.
The thing you have to understand is it's like performance art. I think that's the character he's playing for this album. It's like this guy that's like, oh, I'm the coolest shit rapper or whatever. And that's what's interesting about it, because it's good music, but also like the story behind it is really good. And I like what he's doing with it. I like the character he's playing in this one, because he always plays characters in all his music.
Call Me If
I've
You Get Lost
been-
was a moment for me where I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna.
that was another character that he played. You know, that was the whole like indie, like flower boy stuff. So I started listening.
I'm a big
to,
fan
like,
of
Tyler, the
Igor.
Creator
That's one. It's
and Odd Future.
maybe top 50, top 100 albums. I really like it.
Of all time.
New Magic Wand, one of my favorite songs of all time, maybe. Top 20, top 50, somewhere in there.
I really liked Bastard, which is the first thing that he put out. That
Haven't
was
listened
no
much to
time
that.
ago. That's good.
But that and like the
That
early
was a-
Earl Sweatshirt stuff is like crazy.
Early Earl Sweatshirt stuff is really good too. Yeah, like I was saying, I started getting into that when they were starting out because we were all the same age. You're the same age as them too. So it's just interesting seeing how they've grown as people, just like we've grown as people since they were like 19, 20 years old when they first started. Goblin was like the first like major release that he did. I like that one a lot too. That one song. What was that song called? Sandwiches. Sandwiches is really good.
Yeah, I didn't really fuck with that stuff. I didn't even listen to Flower Boy. I was really into Igor though. And the first Earl Sweatshirt album that I got into was his first. Oh my god! After the like Odd Future era, I think the first one was I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. I want to say
that's Earl Sweatshirt. Yeah, Don't Like Shit, Don't Go Outside.
I think that might have been his first one that I got into.
So.
And I didn't really listen to the Odd Future album either. Let me look at Earl real quick. He's like my favorite rapper actually. Doris, I think, was the first one actually.
Maybe.
Yeah, Doris was 2 years earlier in 2013.
Yeah, I never got into him as much. I remember I liked his stuff with Odd Future, and I enjoyed like the character that he was playing too. But just as a whole, I always gravitated more towards Tyler. I feel like I see myself more as a Tyler type than an Earl type.
Earl Sweatshirt is probably the only rapper who the next time he drops something, I'm going to listen to it like in its entirety, like the day of.
Well, the thing about this Don't Tap the Glass thing is I kind of listened to it just on impulse. I wasn't like really like pulled to listen to it. The recent Tyler the Creator stuff I want to get more into now that I really appreciate this one, but it's just kind of a thing where I've like strayed away from it a little bit. But this one, I remember when I first put it on, I was like, this is really good. Like this is maybe like Grammy stuff. So it's a really good album, like start to finish, the character, the atmosphere of it, the types of music that he puts into it.
He looks kind of like Will Smith now.
So I feel like the character that he's trying to put on is like a Kendrick Lamar type character. I think it's like, look at me all flossed out, listen to my rhymes and my raps.
Just the way he aged, cool like without even all the like clothing and accessories.
Well,
he looks like Will Smith, like straight up.
Well, the Don't Tap the Glass character is supposed to look older. It's supposed to have like a receding hairline and a mustache and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting a new look for a new album. It's the same thing all pop artists do.
You can't say that he's not Benson Boone. He's not just a pop artist. I would put Tyler the Creator is honestly pretty high in the hierarchy of music if you want to be really real with stuff. Like that's one of the dudes that's putting out stuff that's like, changing the world.
I've always thought Earl's just straight up better.
Earl is good, but Tyler's better, man. You just can't appreciate. Maybe you're more.
He's not a rapper.
I'm just a Tyler.
He's not a rapper.
Tyler's not a rapper? Tyler's not a rapper?
Not like Earl is. Earl spits fucking bars, bro. Every track he's on is dastardly.
So if you want to talk about like lyrical hip hop versus like powerful hip hop, they're two different things.
No.
There's rappers that I don't really like the music of that they might tell really good rhymes and stories and stuff like that. I really like Deltron, Deltron 3030 was one of his albums, but Del the Funky Homo Sapien, I really like a lot. That's a rapper that's he makes really hard music, but it's also very like lyrically like really good. Like one
He's
of my
a little
favorite
nerdy for
albums-
me, but he does have good.
He is nerdy.
He does have
he's
good.
Ice Cube's. You know that Del the Funky Homo Sapien is Ice Cube's cousin, right?
That's funny. No, I did not.
Yeah, and Ice Cube is on some of his earlier stuff. The one that I like a lot is Del the Funky Homo Sapien. It's like his first one. I really like that one a lot.
Just cracked my knuckles.
Both Sides of the Brain was like the one after that, but the first Del the Funky Homo Sapien record I really enjoy. I like weird rappers. I also really like Old Dirty Bastard. He's really good too.
Interesting, yeah. I've always
Return to
kind of been a
36
fan of
Chambers,
him.
That's like a all-time record for me, honestly.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Besides Earl Sweatshirt, I would say Billy Woods. As far as like people who are kind of out there today, Billy Woods is
I don't think I've ever
kind of
listened to
crazy.
Billy Woods. Did you like the new Kendrick Lamar album that came out, GNX?
Not particularly. I haven't liked his albums as much since Damn.
I feel like Kendrick Lamar makes the type of music that you have to listen to over and over to actually appreciate it. Like, I remember the Big Stepper whatever album that came out a little while ago was like that. I remember like the first time I listened to it, I was like, this is okay.
I think it's better
But
than
then, like, as I listened to
GNX,
it more and more.
honestly. I just think they're
I
increasingly
like
sort of not for me. As like a
Not for you,
strictly
how?
demographic question.
So you are the us where they're not like us? Or you're the they?
No, oh my god, fuck. No, I'm white is what I meant. That was not at all what I meant to imply.
What do you think they not like us is about?
I think it's about Drake. What do you mean?
Is it about Drake though?
I don't know. Did he win that lawsuit? You know about that?
I might have heard about it.
They're run through the same label or something, so he got a defamation thing through them.
So I don't know if this is necessarily true or not, or it's just some like schizo shit. But some say that They Not Like Us is about Jews.
Who said that?
It's word on the street, bro.
Okay. OVO and the East Coast? I always thought, honestly, it was like they're not like West Coasters. They're not like LA.
Maybe that's what they want you to think. Like I said, I don't know if I believe the whole Jew conspiracy with They Not Like Us, but it's interesting to think about.
If that were true, then Kendrick would have fucked with Kanye a lot later.
Why? I'd say that Kanye is as far from the Jewish person as you could get.
No,
Kanye's
I
doing
meant
the whole
he
Hitler thing now.
would still associate with him if that were the case.
Oh. Well, the thing
Or
is,
he
nobody's
would have
really associating with
he
Kanye
stopped
West
associated
anymore.
with him a really long time ago though, like almost earlier than
I mean, we can
anyone
talk
else.
about Kanye West too if you want. What do you think about his more recent stuff?
I talked about the songs that dropped.
Oh, did you already talk about
with
it?
Maru? Like, it was
Okay.
around the time we did record an episode around the time of. Yeah, I was like, I went
Which
kind of
song?
crazy. It might have been before NHH.
NHH?
Yeah, the second one, Cousins, and then NHH.
Wasn't it just called HH?
I don't know.
I think it was originally called Heil Hitler, but they wouldn't let him put that out, so they changed it to HH.
Thanks a lot for
I
saying
see
that.
I see what you're saying. I'm not literally saying Heil Hitler. I'm just saying that was the name of the song. And I guess NHH is when he says the N word and then Heil Hitler. I'm gonna take another moment.
That's fine.
You We do have some TV to watch. Don't want to take you away from your idiot box. Okay,
wow.
So we're talking about...
It's Prestige TV. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay.
Right, we're back in hour 26.
The Kanye West stuff, I enjoy. I don't really like the message that it's putting out. This looks cool with my hair. But it's interesting stuff. I like Cousins because I like Dave Blunt's. And then WW3.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
I enjoy. I don't like...
I forgot there were 3.
I don't like people taking the WW3 stuff. Like, I feel like WW3 is like talking shit about people, and it's been a thing where like people are like really like bumping that and like taking the lyrics literally, and I think that's just kind of like you're just making a fool out of yourself at that point.
Yeah, it's a shit post.
It's a shit post. There's a lot of shit posting going on right now. We need to stop the shit posting.
One of the things that I said previously is that I don't want to do the thing of like a white guy, like sort of not virtue signaling, but like concern trolling about, it's not going to, all I can say is that it's not going to end well for him. Oh, did you know that he has this and that and the titanium on his teeth and the nitrous, and he's been diagnosed with this and that, and it's like every white person becomes fucking Sigmund Freud the minute fucking Kanye West gets brought up.
That's the whole thing that's going on right now, is everybody's trying to like not self-diagnose, but like diagnose other people and saying they have all these problems and stuff, and kind of like forcing it's all projection. It's usually people that like have these problems within themselves that they don't necessarily want to. They don't want people to know that they have these problems, so they'll put that on other people. I get that happening to me. I get told that I need to get help, but honestly, I am the help.
I don't know. I think Kanye's a curiosity. I've gotten in trouble, honestly, just like identifying myself as a fan of his.
Yeah.
In not, I don't know, in certain circles, it'll get you branded
story
in a certain way.
Probably try to wrap up after this, but I've actually met Ludacris when I worked at another hotel here in Las Vegas.
Ludacris.
I remember Ludacris, yeah. I remember when I was in high school, I had word of mouth. And I remember I had the clean version. And I had these speakers that my mom got from a radio station contest. And it was like little paper speakers that had like speakers behind them. And it was like the predecessor to Bluetooth speakers. I think it had a battery, and you would plug in a CD player to it or whatever. So I remember I was in PE, physical education, and I was playing Word of Mouth, the clean version. And I remember I got in trouble for playing it because it was apparently obscene. And they took my speakers away from me, and I didn't get them back until after school.
Even though it was the clean version?
Even though it was the clean version. All the obscenities were bleeped out. I guess it's just the suggestion of obscenities is too obscene for a public school. Kind of like when you bleep out stuff in this podcast.
What I'm talking about is more like I don't know if I want to get into it, honestly. It's not the same thing.
Not the same thing? What I'm talking about is not the same thing.
I can't get more specific than that.
Can we get much higher, though?
I guess not. Oh, I wanted to say another movie that I watched this past week is The Last House on the Left. And I didn't realize actually that what's his name? Wes Craven, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I didn't realize he also did People Under the Stairs, and then another weirdly cult following horror movie that I forget the name of now.
Wes Craven is really good. He's dead now, right? Didn't he die a couple years ago?
Not sure. But the thing that is so similar about McCabe and Miss Arthur and The Last House on the Left is that there are folk songs, like original folk songs, playing throughout both of them, which is very funny.
Well, folk music is very spiritual, so I think you can use that to kind of put a certain atmosphere in
the soundtrack to Last House on the Left is so good, though. It's what is like, wait for the rain, wait for... It's almost like this like proto chamber pop sort of vibe.
Yeah,
it's really good. It's not straight folk music.
Not straight folk music.
So good. Have you ever seen People Under the Stairs?
I have not. No.
That's gonna be... Oh, you know what? I almost acquired, but didn't watch the Garbage Pail Kids movie. I do this. I look for like a random movie for my list to watch like late at night, and then I start it way too late, and I can't finish it. But yeah. Any other movies that you saw recently before we take off?
I watched Collateral recently. That's a good movie. Have you seen that?
I think it's on my list. I saw... Is that Tom Cruise?
It is Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. I actually watched that because I met at my current job in Las Vegas Tom Cruise's body double in Collateral. And I was like, that makes me want to watch it again. And I remember Collateral was one of the movies that when it came out, I snuck into it because I wasn't 17 yet. You might have been 17 at the time. But I remember we bought tickets, me and my friend Alex, we bought tickets to another movie, and then we snuck in to see Collateral. And it's good. It's got Jada Pinkett Smith in it, too. I like her a lot.
I think I remember my dad renting it from a video store when it came out.
It's a good one. It's Michael Mann, who's a good director. He did Heat and stuff, too. So
I've seen Thief, but not Heat yet.
Sure. Heat is good, too.
Yeah, when I look for movies late at night, if I have to watch it alone, I'll try and find something that is what I would call kino slop, which is a term that I took from my girlfriend. After we watched The Sorcerer, which is a movie about four giant payloads of explosives being transported on trucks through the Amazon on collapsing wooden bridges. That is what it's about. And guys who are really into cinema will tell you that it's actually about being in hell and a spiritual journey that you go on to find your redemption. It's like, no, it's a movie about a bunch of explosives being driven through the Amazon. And that's Kino Slap. Hell yeah. So yeah, it's just like it's not for girls necessarily. So I'll try and,
for girls.
You know what I mean? Well, it's like
she can't watch it. Then.
It's for dumb guys, kind of. Kung Fu. I think Kung Fu movies sort of like qualify as that. There's like a lot of bad tactical action martial arts.
Sure.
I'm trying to like... It's very like stupid and Faustian. I want to like learn about French New Wave and see all of George Lucas and Steven Spielberg's movies and like all that shit.
Those are good. Get on that.
There's only so much time, you know?
There's only so much time in this podcast, too. You should probably wrap it up. I don't want you to get caught up in anything.
No, we're going to be good. We went an hour and a half, which is a little lengthy, but I'll cut some breaks out. I'll cut some...
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, let me think about it. No, we're good. Any final words?
Oof. final words. I feel like Jerry Springer right now. I like that we're doing this. I feel like we can build a lot of stuff from this. It's good to like, one, talk about current events, kind of tie things into personal experiences, talk about like movies and music in a grander sense, and dip on some like esoteric and exoteric topics.
This week it's important for people to know that David Lynch is in fact rolling in his grave.
Is he?
Over Wizard of Oz.
Would he be rolling in his grave over that, or would he be reverent in his grave? Rolling in their grave is usually like if they get offended.
No, what they did to it is an atrocity.
Oh, he would not like it?
Yeah. Remember when you remember the quote that he has about people watching movies on their phones? How pissed off he was?
Oh, yeah. No, I remember that.
It's like that, but like the opposite. Feeling. It's the same thing as that, but worse in a way.
Dude, I remember I used to have... Do you remember the iPod Video that came out?
Maybe, vaguely. Had a video recorder?
iPod Video was like... No, it wasn't a video recorder. It was the iPod, the first one that came out, you could just play music on. And then they had the iPod Video where you could watch like videos on it. You could watch like music videos, and then you can also like load like TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
And I remember I would take I was always doing this stuff at school, but I would take my iPod Video to school, and I remember the two movies I had on it was The 40-Year-Old Virgin, and then I had The Girl Next Door. I remember I would watch those on my iPod Video, which is like this little tiny screen like this big. And it was definitely not a way that you should basically appreciate a movie. Not that these movies are anything that needs to be like cinematically like revered or anything like that, but that's probably like the lowest common denominator of ways to watch films was on an iPod Video back in 2006 or whenever when it came out.
I don't remember if it was The Wire or Breaking Bad, but I watched one of those on a phone.
Breaking Bad, I literally watched on a phone, and I always want to watch it on a TV just because I've never had that experience of watching it, but I did make the cardinal sin of watching Breaking Bad on my phone.
Yeah, that was crazy. Maybe it does something. Maybe that does something to curse you. I think David Lynch was right.
I don't know if it does something to curse you. I think that's superstitious, but it's just like you can't see all the little details and stuff when you're watching it on a phone screen versus like on a big TV.
That's
screen.
Superstitious coming from the guy who thinks that doll faces have magical properties.
I'm not saying that I'm scared. I don't have any Squishmallows, but if I did, and I had them in my house, and I wish that I could throw them in the trash, I wouldn't think that I'm being somehow cursed in a way because they're here. If anything, I feel like my life is going great. So there's that.
On that note, there is a movie that I haven't watched yet, but I would recommend, and that is let me see here. It's the one with the ghost under the bed. I added way too many things to my thing.
Ghost under the bed.
Did I save it?
I don't know, did you? Did you ever watch Hollywood Squares?
Nah.
I remember that was a running joke in Hollywood Squares, where they would be like, they would say a question or say an answer or something. They'd be like, I don't know, did he?
Apocalypse Now, that's probably Kino Slap.
Take offense to that term.
I think it's awesome.
I know you think it's awesome.
Thomas Crown Affair.
Are awesome that I don't like.
I didn't save that particular one. Well, that is anticlimactic.
Yeah, I'd like to recommend a film, and I don't remember it.
It was from one of the directors that I was exploring last night, which might have been one of the ones that we were talking about. And the tagline was, Cynthia or someone thinks that there's something under her bed. She's right. And it's like her dead sister or some shit.
Yeah, that sounds like a movie. I like movies like that. That was like a big like 70s thing, I think.
Yeah, I think it was in the list of like New Hollywood. Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a good era for films. That's like when Star Wars and stuff came out too, and The Godfather. That was definitely a renaissance for film.
It's weird that Star Wars and The Godfather and like Point Blank and Taxi Driver are all lumped into the same genre. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I guess
I mean,
American
they all came out
cinema
around
in the
same
70s
time.
is really kind of what it is.
So, yeah, like I said, that's when people really started going to movie theaters. I feel like was the 1970s, like 60s, kind of,
Well,
but
is that
70s.
not when it became kind of an alternative to television because television was
Well, I remember they used to have theaters where you'd go and there'd be one screen playing one movie. That's like what the Castro Theater in San Francisco is. And then they started making multiplexes where you would go and there'd be multiple screens playing multiple movies. And I want to say that probably came out in the 1970s. That's probably when multiplexes started happening.
but then there was also cable TV. That 70s show
Cable
had the
TV.
cable box.
Yeah, that happened in the 70s too. It's like that's when it
So
started there being like options for watching stuff.
that's what I'm saying is that something like Merry Melodies or Silly Symphonies that was post
So
that era of having proto television as shorts that were before movies because you would just watch Merry Melodies at home on your cable box instead.
well, something to think about too is like Gone with the Wind that came out in like the 30s. Like literally there was no way of watching that at home. You would have to go to a theater that was playing it to be able to see it. Um
Well, late
and it's
70s
kind of
though, I think that was in that 70s show too. It's the like Betamax and VCR.
well, I remember they talked about Star Wars in that 70s show. There was like a Star Wars episode when they went and saw it.
Uh-huh.
I gotta rewatch that 70s show. I haven't watched that all the way through. I don't think ever, and I certainly haven't done it recently, but it's good.
Space operas are kind of so-so.
What do you think about the character that played Hyde? What's his name?
The character, the actor,
The actor, yeah.
didn't he have a
Danny
scandal?
Masterson. He did. He had a big scandal.
Okay.
He was, I think it was confirmed that he was a rapist, and he's in prison right now. Also a Scientologist. They always have scandals with them. Because I think Scientology is one of those things where like they keep stuff under wraps about their peeps.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Danny Masterson really? Do we have to say allegedly?
I mean,
That would be
were
so
you
funny.
there
My claim
to
to
see it
fame, getting
happen?
sued by Danny Masterson for defamation. 30 years to life? You're right.
Yeah, dude.
That happened this
He
year.
fucked up. He fucked up, man.
Okay. We're just sitting here vaping. Let's for real.
Moral of the story: don't do stuff like that because you will go to prison for 30. Not, I mean, don't do stuff like that because it's horrible, but don't do it because you will go to jail for the rest of your life too.
That is why the laws exist, to defer the people who wouldn't otherwise.
Yes, it's punishment.
Well, thanks.
Back in the day, they would stone you to death for things, but they can't do that anymore. I mean, they still have the death penalty, but you gotta do something really bad to get the death penalty, or do it in a state where they have the death penalty. Like if you do something in Texas, you're not living anymore, son.
It can't all just be a paradise where we live in the age of Hermes, where people get stoned to death.
The age of what?
The utopia, hermetic, hermestis, the hermit.
Hermes, the Hermit. Another tarot card.
All right, I'm gonna go be the hermit and fuck off.
All right, Vape Lord. Nice talking with you.
All right, it's been good
Till
film
next time.
talk.
Not this, but this.
Peace out.